Hello and thank you for joining us. We are the FMPS integration team. Today we are excited to bring you training on interagency reimbursable work agreement processing. Let's jump right in. After a regional management office completes the interagency agreement package, they log into the Coast Guard Common Core IRWA system, click on the box labeled RMO Uploads IAA, and completes the upper portion of the form. Note that the red asterisk indicates mandatory fields, and do not forget to attach the required documentation prior to pressing save. This will generate an auto email to DCO832 letting them know that the package is in their queue waiting their review. They will either access this entry directly from the email, or they'll click on the workspace labeled DCO832 Reviews Upload. After ensuring that the entry is accurate and complete, they will enter a date in the Date Accepted block, which will change the status of the entry and send an email to the recording official letting them know that the order may be recorded in the Coast Guard financial system. Once recorded, the recording official will simply click Reply All, add Obligated to the body of the email, and press Send. After receiving this email, DCO832 will then add a date in the Date Confirmation Recorded in Financial System block, which will change the status and move the entry to Gatekeeper Uploads Invoice Queue. The gatekeeper will enter this queue after receiving an email from the Navy, attach the invoice to the appropriate entry, and then select Add New Invoice, enter a date in the Date Invoice Attached block, and press Save. This will send an email to the RMO requesting invoice validation. A best practice is the part of the RMO to open the invoice side by side on your desktop with the RMO Validates Invoice workspace. Now the RMO can just select the far left box in the invoice, press Ctrl-Shift-End to highlight the invoice data, press Ctrl-C to copy the data, then simply click the first block after the invoice section in the workspace and press Ctrl-V to paste the data. Clicking again outside the entry will show successful validation if the order number, ALC, TAS, and Betsy matches. This successful validation will trigger an auto email to the Performance and Acceptance POC requesting receipt confirmation. This POC will click Reply All, add all supply services have been received and accepted for this invoice in the body of the email, and press Send. After receiving this email, DCO832 will then add the date in the Date Receipt Goods block, which will change the status and automatically notify FinCEN via email that a voucher package is complete and that the IRWA order is ready for IPAC transmission. And now the fun begins. FinCEN will then go to the FinCEN Uploads to Treasury queue and add the IPAC doc reference number and total number of records to the entry. This entry should now read Validated for Bulk Upload. In a separate window, FinCEN will open the IRWA bulk upload data file from the IRWA public file and press the big red button. You will then see the text file automatically generated in the same public folder ready for bulk upload to the Treasury. Once the file is successfully uploaded, change the status of the CGCC entry to Upload Complete. Within a few days, FinCEN should receive the accomplished notification from Treasury, and FinCEN will visit the FinCEN Enters Accomplished queue to enter the date accomplished. This entry will remain in the accomplished status until the gatekeeper receives another invoice from the Navy and adds the invoice to the Gatekeeper Uploads Invoice queue using the same process as previously described. Please note that at any point in this process, users can add information to the Action Required and Discrepancy Details block to notify the RMO of needed corrective action. Additionally, modification requests can be triggered by selecting Modifications Needed and Add Mod Details. Want a portfolio view of all IRWAs and all statuses, or want to know what orders have advanced payments? No problem. Simply click on the IRWA tracker box at the top of the library and utilize column filters to easily sort through entries to find what you need. If you have any additional questions or comments on this process, please provide your input in the IRWA Comm Center located at the bottom of the page. Thank you for joining us and have a great day. Might as well jump.